I would like to talk to you today about something very important. How many people live and die without really expressing how they feel, what they've seen, what they experienced? Anytime they say, I saw something, they oh, I haven't seen anything. I heard, no, you haven't heard anything. I felt, no, you haven't felt anything, you're imagining. All the kids, as they are growing up, every time they go to their parents or any adults around them, they tell them, I have a friend that I play with. They tell them, oh, no, it's an imaginary friend. You're imagining. There is nothing. We cannot see it, so it doesn't exist, so you're imagining. Somebody has a vivid dream, and they remember the dream very well, and it means something to them, and they go to their parents or an adult in their life, and they try to tell them about the dream, that they felt that this dream was so real, more real than the life they are living. And they say, oh, no, it's just a dream. It's like watching a movie. It's nothing. It's your imagination. And you keep asking, what's happening when we are sleeping? What are the dreams? Oh, no, it's like watching a movie. It's just entertainment, is information that's stored and it's replayed and all this and that. So you live your whole life seeing things, hearing things, feeling things, and you are told and you are convinced because you're being brainwashed by everybody around you that it's your imagination. It doesn't exist. And you feel as if this whole life is a lie somehow because this is not really what you're experiencing. What you're experiencing is different than what they tell you you're supposed to experience. So what is reality? For me, I'll just talk about myself, my experience, because all through my life, and you hear this from a lot of people lately, you don't feel that you belong. You're told you're supposed to feel certain things, and you're supposed to think in a certain way. And if you don't follow the norms, then you're outcast. You won't belong to your community, your family, or society. Then you grow up and you do a lot of research and you hear people from all over the world sharing their experiences, and the reality is completely different than what we are told the reality should be. And you're starting to question your sanity. Are all these people crazy? And what we are brainwashed to think is true? Is it only one reality or multiple realities? You feel that you are with people, you are so close to them, yet you feel you're not really there. So there is something that's not adding up. So I started actually questioning that, especially when I started having counseling sessions, the psycho-spiritual counseling sessions, and especially young people when they started coming to me, sharing with me experiences and feelings and thoughts that every time they try to talk to somebody about it, they tell them you're crazy or you're imagining. So they suppress it, and then it shows up as different, it could be actually physical ailments. Your body feel uncomfortable because what you are feeling is different than what they are telling you're supposed to feel. For children, there are lots of behavioral issues because nobody is acknowledging how they are feeling and what they are seeing. So it's becoming a real issue. And every time I personally try to discuss with people around me, if you are coming from a scientific background, like myself, I come from the IT field, computer science background and business. If you start talking about these things, they look at you and they ridicule you. How dare you? You're supposed to know better than that. You have a scientific mind. You cannot prove these things. What are you talking about? So you learn to be quiet, to not to say much, and just read the research, listen to other people, and stay quiet. So I've been thinking about that people might actually live and die all through their life without acknowledging and experiencing the reality that they are experiencing because they were told it's your imagination. And it causes a lot of issues. You know, for myself, it caused a lot of issues for me. That my body, ever since I was a kid, every time I didn't like what's going on, I didn't understand what's going on, I get very sick. I get very sick and I'm sleeping in bed. And when I'm sleeping, I'm somewhere else that I feel happier, that I can deal with that other place. So I was thinking, I mean, why are we put in this mold that this is how we should think and behave, and anything outside this box is not normal and you shouldn't even consider it. So we are not really living our lives. Okay? When is it okay to talk to somebody and tell them this is what I'm experiencing? And sometimes during the dream world, I'm experiencing life elsewhere, and I can see it vividly, and conversations and everything, interactions. So what's wrong with experiencing life in different dimensions? People can hear others talk about it, and it's entertainment. If you start talking about it, they look at you as, what's wrong? What's wrong? Something is wrong about you. It's like, so when can we start experiencing life as it's happening, and to be able to discuss it with our friends and talk about it and not feel embarrassed or ashamed or ridiculed? It's a very important issue, especially for younger generations. The younger generations are coming in with a completely different database. They have access to different kind of information. They process the information in a very different way. They are not going to listen to adults in their lives telling them this is not how you are feeling, or this is not supposed to be happening to you. They just reject that idea. So this is why they are rebelling against their family and society right now. And it's causing a lot of issues. So we have to face what's going on and start thinking about how are we going to deal with that. Because if we are not honest with ourselves, we cannot be honest with our children, our grandchildren, and people around us. So I thought I want to raise that issue, and I would like to hear from other people that are willing to discuss openly how they live their lives, they really experience their life, and how they were told this is not the right way you're imagining and you should experience it in a different way, how it affected them. Okay, so this is my topic for today, and I would like to hear from like-hearted, like-minded people that have been experiencing the same, to start thinking together how we are going to deal with these issues, for not just ourselves, for our future generations. Thank you.